Yeah,
it's
man.
love, bro.
Let's go to the next thing, man. We spent a lot of time, and we talked about college. We've been going back and forth about the college thing. Princeton, man. You are the all-time leader at Princeton, man. The awards, the accolades, man. Talk about your time at Princeton and what it meant to you to go to that school, bro. That's an Ivy League school. Let's just get that straight.
Yeah, bro.
That's crazy.
It is crazy. It's crazy to me. I mean, growing up, I never thought of myself as an Ivy League kid, coming from Upper Dublin.
Yeah.
It's a good public school, but they're not sending kids to Princeton.
Yeah.
Again, the way that I looked at it, when I committed to the school, obviously you hear about the academics and the power of the school, but you don't really understand how powerful it is and just how it changes you as a person. And I think that freshman fall when I went to Princeton, it was the most uncomfortable that I've ever been in my life.
Dang.
I had the worst lacrosse season that fall of my entire life. People don't know this. I was 5th on the depth chart coming out of that fall. I played horrible, and it was just because everything in my life was new. School was so hard.
Yeah, man.
Socially, it was so different. And usually you have a hard day and doesn't matter, you get to go home to your parents at night and everything, you kind of decompress a little bit. There, you're never, I never was able to decompress. And it just felt like I was spinning all the time. And, it was tough, but I think, eventually, being a competitor, I remember, my mom driving up on average Tuesday nights just to kind of calm me down.
For real.
And so again, just being a competitor at points, eventually you're like, you know what? I got to rise to the challenge here. A lot of people sacrificed a lot to put me in this spot. And, I sacrificed a lot, and, you kind of just put your nose down and start to work. And I think that that spring I was able to get, a hold of things and just kind of went in with a different perspective of what, I'm here, I might as well embrace it. And ended up having a great fall. And again, I was surrounded by a lot of great people. It's the one thing about Princeton, the people are just from the upperclassmen to the coaching staff. Everybody was just amazing and kind of, really groomed me for that role, and ended up having a great season. And then that kind of parlayed into a great career. And, unfortunately, we didn't have a ton of team success, which was always tough because, I always looked at it, especially early on, and I think it's a little immature of a perspective, but it was the way it's if I'm doing my personal best, then that is the best for the team. And I'm doing everything I can. And it took me until I was older, really a junior, late in junior year, senior, to realize this is bigger than yourself. And I think I got great advice as a leader going into that senior year, where it was your legacy that you leave here isn't going to be about the statistics that you leave and the records that you break. It's going to be about the impact that you have on others, particularly the younger guys, and how far you can bring them along. And the one quote that I always remember was, the mark that you leave isn't measured by, how bad the team does the next year trying to fill your role, but it's about, can they maintain and are they able to continue to keep going at the same level? And that starts with the culture. And we had a great group, but I think, I really changed my perspective as a leader as I got older there. And, again, you only grow through the hardships and learning. You enjoy success all the time, and it's tough to learn from it. I've always been somebody that learns from losses and hardships, So
now, was you the guy going in there though? Was you from Upper Dublin going into Princeton? Did you have that name going in?